What's good, guys? Um, I almost wasn't gonna make a video today, but I mean, here we are. It's the 2025 MLB playoffs. But instead of just predicting like what I think is gonna happen and who I think is gonna win which series, I have a theory. It's one of my other numerology theories. So I did a theory on numerology, or like it was a numerology video a couple of days ago, or not a couple of days ago, but a couple of videos ago. So that's probably a couple of months ago. But anyways, I'm gonna try to make this as quick as possible because here's my numerology theory right here, and I'm just gonna jump straight into it. So basically, it's 2025, right? We're in the 2025 MLB playoffs. So according to numerology, this year is the year of the nines. So 2 plus 2 plus 5 equals 9. And and with that theory, out of the 8 teams that are in the playoffs right now, there are 4 teams who I think are best qualified as far as who is most likely and who has the highest chance of winning the World Series based on numerology. So there's 2 numbers I want to put in there. One, there's the number 3, and then there's the number 9. So I'm just going to jump straight into it. I'm going to do who has the least highest chance of winning to who has the highest chance of winning. All right, so I'm going to start with number 4, the Dodgers. So, real quickly, the Dodgers are competing to win, like they're competing to go back to back, right? But what I find interesting about the Dodgers is the number 3. Let's start off with the number 3. They win this year, they'll win their third World Series of the decade, of the 2020s, right? And then they'll win their ninth World Series overall in franchise history. And I don't know if this means anything, but when they won the World Series in 2020, it was their third try. It was their third World Series in 4 years. So, in their third attempt in 4 years, they finally won the World Series after losing back to back years. So, that's the Dodgers. Next up, we got the Mariners. Now, with the Mariners are what? So, with the Mariners, the year of the nines, right? They've been around for 49 seasons, right? So they came out, or they their first season was in 1977. But look at those 2 numbers, 7 7. So 7 times 7 equals 49. And I bring that up to say, if they make the World Series, they would make their first World Series in 49 years of being in the MLB. So take that as you will. 7 times 7, 49. They've been around 49 years. And then we got the Blue Jays at number 2. So with the Blue Jays, it's a little bit more in depth, but I'll try to do it as quick as possible. So it's been 32 years, 33 seasons since the Jays have won World Series. So 3 times 2, 6. 3 plus 3 is 6. And I bring up the 6 number because Toronto is known as the 6, right? So Drake coined that phrase, the 6. So 3 times 2, 6. 3 plus 3, 6. But here's what I find interesting. They go to the World Series this year. They will try to go 3 for 3 in the World Series as far as like in franchise history, right? They would win their third World Series in their third attempt, going 3-0. So 3 times 3 is 9, which is the completion of which adds to the year of the nines, 2025, right? And then the number 1 team that I think will win the World Series and has the highest chance of winning the World Series based on numerology are the Philadelphia Phillies. Let me break this down. You hear background noise? Mind your fucking business. No, I'm just playing with you. You hear background noise. There's birds chirping and got people doing things around the house. But this is going to be a real quick video. So anyways, let's get to the Phillies, okay? The Phillies, they've won 2 World Series, right? They've also been to 8 World Series in their franchise. They make it this year, they will make it to their 9th World Series in franchise history, and they will attempt to win their 3rd World Series in franchise history. Now, here's where it gets interesting, right? Because I brought up the Blue Jays. So I think you guys know what I'm trying to predict. I think the highest chance, according to numerology, and this is my own theory. I didn't get this from anybody else. This is my own theory. The 2 teams that are gonna meet in the World Series, according to numerology, or who has the highest chance, like the highest chance of the 2 teams that will meet in the World Series will be the Toronto Blue Jays and the Philadelphia Phillies. So this will be a rematch of the 1993 World Series. Like I just told you, the Phillies, they're trying to make it to their 9th. They're trying to win their 9th pennant in franchise history, and they're trying to win their 3rd World Series in franchise history. So, 1993, they lost to the Jays. 9-9-3. 9 divided by 9 is 3. And I find it interesting they lost to the Jays in 6 games because, the Blue Jays, I don't know if you guys have the theme with the Blue Jays, every single time the Blue Jays have won, or the 2 times the Blue Jays won, it was in 6 games each. And the nickname for Toronto is the 6. Just putting that out there. But I think it'll be a rematch of the 1993 World Series, where after 32 years, 33 seasons, the 2 teams meet up for a rematch. And that's basically it. So the Phillies, if you're following it here, it'll be their 9th. If they go to the World Series, they'll win the pennant for the 9th time they win. They'll win their 3rd World Series. So they'll be 3 for 9 in the World Series. And that's my prediction. Now, there's something that I want to throw out there, right? I want to throw this in there too. If you guys are thinking the script writers thing, right? What if we see the Brewers and the Mariners in the World Series? If you guys know anything about your baseball history, originally the Brewers were based in Seattle for a year in 1969, the year of the 9. And then in 1970, they went to Milwaukee. And then years later, the Mariners were an expansion team in the MLB. So it may be a full circle moment where we see those 2 teams in the World Series. We're going to see one team that has never been to a World Series, Seattle, and then we'll see another team, Milwaukee, who have been to the World Series but have never won, and they've only been to the World Series once. So that's just my take. It's just going to be a real quick video. If you didn't understand this video, go back and listen to it again, because I just dropped a ton of jewels for you. Alright? And that's that. And as far as my prediction goes, I'm just going to put out my prediction real quick. I might as well. So this is who I think will win. I think, and I'm not just saying this because I'm a Tigers fan, I think Detroit will beat Seattle. I think the Jays will beat the Yankees. I think it could be either or. But for safe measure, I'll just take the Brewers to beat the Cubs. And then I think the Phillies will beat the Dodgers. But to also end this video, I'm also going to put the highest, who, as far as the numerology, has the highest chance of being in the World Series. So I said the highest, according to my numerology theory, the highest, or my number one predictor will be the Phillies against the Jays in the World Series. Number two will be the Dodgers against the Jays in the World Series. Number three will be, no, let me scratch that. Dodgers, no. Blue Jays, Phillies in the World Series. That's the number one. Number two will be Seattle versus Phillies in the World Series. Number three will be the Dodgers and the Blue Jays. And then my number fourth one, which may not happen, well, most likely won't happen, but it'll be the Brewers against the Mariners in the World Series. So those are, from least highest is the Brewers, Mariners in the World Series. Most likely will be the Jays and Phillies. So that's it. And that's that. And this video is going to come out very shortly. And yeah, enjoy the enjoy the MLB playoffs, guys. This is going to be a very good postseason. So yeah.